make sure I could turn that camera around. Y'all, I'm trying to get a real good view of that bridge over there. I'm over here in Kentucky, Louisville. Is that how you pronounce it? Louisville. It's spelled Louisville, but Louisville, I guess, is how they say it here. In my hotel room, waiting for the others to come. Who are the others? The others. That's who they is. One of them y'all may know. More than likely. More than likely. But real quick, I ain't gonna be on here long because I'm trying real hard not to have a camera slip because I am in my robe. So traveling during the government shutdown, um, I was anticipating getting to the airport early. Let me make sure I can see y'all comments. I'm assuming I got it set up where I can see the comments. Where they at? Where they at though? No, that's a poll. But I don't know. Oh, chat filter. I want to see all of them. If anybody. Hey, Red Wings, Hockey. Hey, Sugar. So, have you been? I'm sure you've been to Louisville. I've never been to Louisville. This is my first time being in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm trying to remember if I ever even been in Indiana. I don't recall ever being in Indiana either, which is right across. I mean, very close. But so I anticipated long lines because with the government shutdown, I was thinking that TSA wasn't going to show up. Maybe some of the airport workers wasn't going to show up. There was concerns maybe about the tower, because those are federal workers, and they said that they don't even know whether they're going to pay folk or not. Like, y'all gonna pay the people? Like when the government opened back up, y'all gonna pay the people? Will y'all be paying the people? But anyway, so so I was like, I better get there. Usually when I'm flying out of Greensboro, I can fly out of hey T Danielle, hey Sugar. I can fly out of Greensboro, which is where I live, or I can fly out of Charlotte, which is an hour and 15 minutes from me, or I can fly out of Raleigh, which is probably right at an hour. Those are the airports I usually fly out of. But I wanted to fly out of Greensboro because I didn't want to drive and have to park my car, blah blah blah. So I would fly out of Greensboro. I live. So that's a small airport. I said, well, normally I get there about an hour and a half before. But I said I better get there 2 hours before. Where they delayed the flight before I even got there. They said, y'all won't be boarding the flight at 6:30. Y'all will be boarding the flight at 7:30. So I said, well, I'll still kind of get there about 5:15, something like that. So I got there. Then they delayed the flight again. And they were delaying the flight, as we were sitting in the airport. And I'm like, I don't even, the plane's not even here. It ain't even here. So about 7:10, because I had a connecting flight. So I was like, if we don't leave soon, I might miss the connecting flight. And it used to me get to another city if I'm going to be stuck in another city where I'm not traveling to. So I went up there and asked them, I said, look, am I going to make my connecting flight? They said, if you board this flight, if we get this flight by 8 o'clock, we're going to get this flight and we take off by 8 o'clock, you'll be able to make your connecting flight. And right as he was saying that, the plane, our plane was pulling into the gate. So they got everybody off, got it clean, got us on, and we was able to take off about 7:50. So I did then when I got to the next city where my connecting flight was going to be, there was no issue. See, if there was issues there with security or anything, I wouldn't know because you get off one flight and get on the other one. You have to go back through TSA, of course. But they had a flat tire. So that delayed us a little bit. But I still got here. I was supposed to get here at 10:30 last night. I got here at 10:15. So it turned out okay. So for me so far, I don't know whether the initial delay was due to any of the shutdown. I don't know because I don't know where that plane was coming from to come to Greensboro. But that has been my experience. Is that it don't seem too bad to me, but I guess it depends on where you're where you're flying out of, whether it's going to be any delays or not. But anyway, I am like I said, this is my first time in Kentucky, and I am very interested in. Somebody picked at me when I was in Curacao. They were like, "What is your obsession with bridges? Why you got to ride across a bridge?" And when I see a bridge, I have to ride across that bridge, and I need to go across this bridge. If I did last night, I was too tired to notice. I need to go across this bridge right here. I sure do. I don't want to pay in too much because one of the places nearby is where we're going when the others get here. And I'm sure me and the others, uh, ain't nobody in here but us. I tell y'all really B is on her way. Really BTV is on her way. That's who good. That's who coming. And the tribe. Y'all know that's where I be hanging out at. Really over there with really BTV and the tribe. But anyway. Well, that's all I had to say. So if you're traveling, if you're planning to travel or anything, so far it's not been any problems with me. But if you travel, let me know how it's been for you getting on flights with this government shutdown. Hopefully they'll have all that stuff worked out pretty soon here in the favor of what the Democrats is holding out for a reason. They are finally showing some doggone guts, and they're finally standing up for the Democratic Party. Finally. Bridget, Red Wings, I don't want to scare you more, but I'm going to tell you right now. In Newport News, don't go across that James River Bridge. Do not go across that James River Bridge. Because them bridges over there in the Norfolk area and Newport News area, because, they're not good for truckers. Just go another route. Go do 64 West. Go the longer route. But, other than that, you should be just fine across bridges. But I understand. I understand. My daughter don't like to go across bridges, and she don't want to go through none of them tunnels. But I love a cute little bridge. I really do. Anyway, let me get off here because my phone keep ringing. Let me find out what's going on. I will check in with y'all later. Y'all want to see my accommodations without me having a camera slip. I slept well last night. That's my Panthers. That's my Panthers a blankie. I take my Panthers blankie with me. But anyway, all right, y'all. And I'll watch it. I can't believe the Giants beat the Eagles last night. Red Wings hockey. How did that happen? The Giants beat the Eagles last night. I was able to catch the replay because it was already done by the time I got my flight. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in.